10 tips for property investors. My first tip, and excuse me while I refer to my list so I don't forget anything, is making sure that you're working in an area that actually works for BMV deals. There's areas like London inside the M25 and areas like Brighton where BMV doesn't actually work because the properties don't stack. So make sure you're actually working in an area that actually works for BMV and the properties stack on a buy-to-let mortgage. Okay, how to market in that area. The most effective marketing techniques we've had are actually leaflets and also not only leaflets, also newspaper advertising. More recently we've been dealing with estate agents, so make sure you're using the right sort of marketing media. When dealing with estate agents, how to actually get 70% of market value deals out of them. One of the things I would say to you is actually look for a property that may be on the market, and you need to know your area that you're working in. So there might be a property on the market that is on the market for say 100,000, and you know that it's a deal. You know, it might be that it's 110,000. It may stack up for on a mortgage if it was actually on the market for 110. And it's much more important to be making offers on properties that are being marketed at already below market price than it is for a property that's worth 100 that's being marketed at 120. Otherwise you're just wasting your time, because you're not going to get a property that's being marketed at 120, for instance, for 70 grand. Okay. Also, learning how to get estate agents to give you option deals. You know, there's lots of times when people come in to try and put their house on the market, and on the market price, you know, they just owe too much on their property, so that there's no way that they're actually going to get them to be able to put them on the market for them, because their mortgage is greater than what the property is going to sell for. So if you could persuade estate agents to pass them to you and talk about the financial incentives that they'll get for it. Okay, understanding options is an essential part of the toolbox. So you need to learn as much as you can about options. They are very, very handy, and when you know what you're doing, you can actually buy properties for more money than what you can actually get a mortgage for at the moment. Okay, keeping up to date with the current financing, it's very important to understand what financing methods there are for no money down, and one of the main ones at the moment isn't so much no money down, it's no money left in. You really do need to know how to do that. Also, with the coming of the FSA authorising, you having to be regulated for sale and rent backs, we're actually pursuing a couple of mortgage companies at the moment. Now it's all gone through FSA regulation to see if we can actually get some products that people will actually, or the banks will be happy to take on sale and rent back properties. So again, we're actually pursuing that, and we should have some news for everybody very soon. Who can buy sale and rent backs, and who can actually market for them? You are actually acting in an illegal manner if you're actually marketing for sale and rent backs, and you might get a telephone call from the FSA actually asking for your FSA authorisation number if you've actually got adverts out there and that's what you're doing. Understanding when you have people that have actually become unemployed, actually how to make sure that you get paid if someone becomes unemployed, and that's sort of helping them to register for local housing allowance, and perhaps even using a credit union so that they can pay their money directly into an account, and it's specifically for the use of paying their rent, so that you actually get paid from the credit union and it's a specific account just for that. When you're actually buying properties, it's really essential to have a buying criteria and a business plan, and you really need to have got them planned out and understand, so that when somebody rings you up with a deal, for instance, our buying criteria is we don't want to pay more than 70% of market price, and we want to get some cash back when we actually refinance it. So that's what we look for. Thank you very much for listening. I look forward to seeing you all soon.